Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing advice on your current situation. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 4 piles for your reading today. Oh, I see, whoa, thanks. I see 1 and 2 already. I feel this one, 3. Oh, whoa. Okay, thank you. Our 4 piles are obviously ready for today's reading. Let's see what they are. For pile number 1, we have gold. There we go. For pile number 2, we have lightning. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Let me show you the gold one more time. It seems like it wasn't clear. We have gold. For pile number 2, we have lightning. For pile number 3, we have the peacock tail. And for pile number 4, we have oil of vitriol. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the Mookite Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Selenite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the yellow Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 4, we have the green Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. There we go. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today. And as I always say, if you feel drawn to just one pile and you know that's your pile, then trust your intuition. If you feel drawn to several ones and you kind of feel drawn to some more than the other, also trust your intuition. And if you feel drawn to all of them today, trust your intuition. In all cases, your intuition will always guide you to the right readings. You'll hear things that you're meant to hear. Sometimes one message from your higher self or your spirit guides or the universe can change everything for you. So let it lead the way, whether it's guiding you to just one, several, or all. And you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and card preparation process. It is so lovely to have you guys here. Thank you for spending this time with me as we prepare for your piles. I always feel that it's important to have you as part of this process, and that's why I always leave it on. Okay, so before we begin, let me introduce your cards to you. On the left are the Oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for today's reading. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, do know that I leave their names down in the description box. There's a clear message here for you. If you're listening to this during the pile preparation. With the wheel, this instantly reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like you're being taken to a great place. There's a lot of fortune coming up in your life. And with you appearing in the Wheel of Fortune, your advice is to keep doing what you're doing. Continue on your path. You're going to find great fortune. Don't let go now. Just continue to do what you're doing. This is such an amazing message. I'm so happy for you guys. I wish you the best always. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is my favorite card. It's like the wheels of fate are turning in your favor, and I wish you always fortune and blessings coming into your life. Okay, so now let's shuffle with intention, and we kindly want to know, what is your advice on your current situation? What is their advice on their current situation, please? Okay. Now, let's pick up your next Oracle deck. And again, shuffle. Whoa, with intent. Do you see? Movement into balance. Your message is clearly saying, keep moving. Things are going to come into balance. That you're going to achieve everything and more. It's like, you know, things will keep working so well for you once you create that momentum. Continue at it and you'll see big changes that you won't even expect. Okay, so what is your advice on your current situation? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. With the tea leaves, I'm gonna divide them into 4 piles, making it easier to shuffle. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what is your advice? Thank you. I feel these 2, so I'm gonna take them. How about we take 2 since they showed themselves to us? We'll take 2 cards. Oh, 1 and 2. What is your advice? Oh, I see the 2. Yes, these are 2. What is your advice on your current situation? Okay. So now we're ready with your Oracle cards. Let's now pick up your tarot decks. We usually take 2 cards from each deck, which is what we're going to do this time. But with this deck, we're only taking 1 for each pile. There we go. The first is already there. So what is your advice on your current situation? What is your advice? Okay. Ah, this one, on your current situation. Right. Next tarot deck. What is your advice on your current situation? Ah, 1 and 2. What's your advice on your current situation? What's your advice on your current situation. Thank you. Oh, and this one as well. Thank you. Okay, I'll keep this one here for further clarifications if we need any more information during your reading. And what is your advice on your current situation? What's your advice on your current situation? Right. What's your advice on your current situation? All right. So the 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Let's put them neatly together so that we can begin your reading. Okay. So pile number 1 is ready. With the Mookite Jasper. Pile number 2. Is also ready. With the Selenite. Pile number 3. Is now ready. With the yellow Aventurine and pile number 4. Is now ready. There we go. With the green Aventurine. There we go. So our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me as we prepare for your piles. It is always lovely to have you around. Love your energies. Very blessed to have you guys as part of my soul family. Love you. And let's begin your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen gold as well as the Mookite Jasper. Let's take a look at your message today on your advice on your current situation. So let's start off with your oracle cards first. You have the 13th moon mansion with altar. Of course, this moon mansion is ruled by Mercury and Saturn in Virgo. So let's keep that here for now and see how that fits into your reading. You have 44, home. Really interesting. It's like altar, home, quite interesting. They're kind of connected, talking about a certain space. You also have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. I love that, okay? And you have fly, a period of ill health and depression, okay? We'll see why this is appearing in your reading and what is your current advice exactly. So you have the 6 of swords. You have the death card. You have the 2 of swords. The ace of pentacles with maturity. You have the sun card with innocence. You also have the 10 of wands, the sun card, okay. You have the temperance card, and interesting. Talk about the alchemist here, okay. And you have the 9 of cups ending your reading. All right, let me rearrange this very quickly and come back because I want you to see all of your cards. Pile number 1, having the 9 of cups appearing all on its own in your reading, it really shows me that you have a wish, a deep wish, but do you see how this figure is looking at their container? It kind of feels empty. Perhaps it didn't happen yet. So I see you going after a wish or wishing for something so hard. And although you do look to me like you're really trying, but the challenges in your way kind of feel like they're blocking you from progressing ahead. So it's not like you're not trying. You are trying, but there's such big challenges that you almost feel like the energy is toxic. In fact, we have here with the fly a period of ill health, depression. You're really tired, it seems, from the heavy weight and the things that you constantly try to do to reach that goal, and it's just not working, or it's not moving you forward, and you're tired. It feels very sticky like the oil here, and it's preventing you from seeing above or seeing ahead. It's preventing you from moving because the energy is so heavy. It almost feels too sticky to pick yourself back up and push and try again. And overall, sometimes you don't, and the most important actually part here is that you don't know what to do. We see here, not a maze, it's called a labyrinth. And sometimes you feel like you're figuring it out, and other times you feel like you're lost. You really don't know what to go. And when you don't know what to do, sometimes it is too difficult to push oneself to move forward. And that's why you have Skaha here with the 6 of Swords, you know, moving forward slowly. And Skaha is the Celtic goddess of magic. She is the Celtic goddess of the art of war. And the amazing thing here is that she does not go after other people who and tries to teach them this art of war, that great skill that she has, or the magic. She lives in an island. What is it called? Reclused island? A distant, mysterious island. And only those who put in the effort to swim and take and try their best to reach the island where Skaha is, these are the people that the goddess Skaha teaches the art of battle and real magic. She passes on her secrets to them, because with these people, she knows that these are the people who truly want to learn it. And so here, along with the goal that you were attracted to, I see that your greatest advice on the phase that you're in to reach your dream, which you will, there's no question about it here, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. For God's sakes, with the 10 of Wands, it's embraced with the arms of 2 sun cards here in your reading. You're definitely going to reach your destination. And mind you, the 10 of Wands is an end of a tough cycle and the beginning of a new one. So that's going to come into balance here. And there's a new beautiful start for you as you balance yourself internally first, so that it shows on the outside. Let me walk you through what I see in your reading exactly. So the gold, you know, they say the alchemist gold is not the regular gold, the ordinary gold that we know, that's found in rings and coins and necklaces. It is the substance that's buried deep within us. It's sometimes referred to as the gold of the wise, or divine quintessence. You know, it has the same qualities as gold. I was going to say, you know how when you talk to really successful investors and they tell you, take my wealth 1,000 times, it doesn't matter. I have learned how to create wealth. So if you take it from me 1,000 times, I'll be able to build it 1,001 times again. So here I see that you're going to achieve these dreams and get exactly what you want in the near future, but you are, it seems, at a stage where you're being taught something far more important than your dream itself, which is how to be able to attain and keep the dream that you always want. And that's the road that you're taking at the moment. And so to reach this goal, just like Skaha, you are required to reveal the sealed information, you know, the alchemist's wealth, by trying to reach to it until you find the revelation of how things are done. See, like I told you, with the 10 of Wands surrounded by the Sun card, the innocence reminds us of the essence of gold within you. Although you are tired, still counting on yourself and choosing to move forward, although you may not really see ahead, will create that type of maturity or information needed to balance things out for you to find exactly what you want. Your reading here shows with the 10 of Wands that although it is difficult and very heavy at the moment, very heavy with the 10 of Wands and the toxicity, there is a transformation ahead. This is all changing very soon for you. And you don't only have one Sun card, you have two. Things will be shining so bright, just like the gold, where you'll find in your life real value, not just in achieving your dreams, which is going to happen anyway, but you'll find reverence in being lucky to attain that type of knowledge that gives you far bigger things than your dreams now. And so, while now you feel tarnished by all of the challenges that are in your way, gold, on the other hand, does not get tarnished. And so once you find the key ideas and the key learnings of how to do something, it becomes yours forever. And no one can take that away from you, because unlike gold that can be stolen, the alchemist gold can never be stolen, because alchemist gold is in its essence wisdom that only a few lucky ones who dig within are able to recognize and reach. And so with the altar, continue to use the resources that you have now. Continue to do what you are doing. Continue to take the feedback with Skaha here and go back to your routines, and then taking the feedback and go back to your routines. This way you are constantly revealing what is sealed bit by bit. And once you discover that alchemist gold, nothing will ever take you back from what you have achieved, from that wish. Your reading here is absolutely telling you, in fact, it says it here, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. That's definitely coming true for you. Whether this is finances, gold, or some wish that you wish for, whatever it is, your wish is coming true. That's what your reading is definitely telling us. And it is, in this case, advising you to continue to do what you're doing now by taking the feedback, going back, and taking the feedback and going back, and very soon you will be on your path to achieving your dreams. A lot of the times the question becomes when, and I do like to pick up your cards and always seek information with regards to the when, but I also want you to keep an open mind and know that there is always divine timing. When you get a message, there is no question that you are getting the message for a reason, and that things will work out and will happen for you the way you heard it. Now, the hows and the whens is all a journey of surprises. But do know that if you're promised, you're going to take. Now, I'm going to pick up your tarot cards and I will try to get information on when you can expect things to start working out, for the heavy energy to dissipate, and for you to start your new beautiful beginning that we can see here. So when does pile number 1 expect for their new journey to begin? Just like a home here, their final resting place where they're getting exactly what they love and what they're wanting to achieve, please. So 2 and 3. You have the Hermit, the 10 of Cups, and you have the Magician. I'm seeing here cycles. You know, we have the morning and the night, so we see cycles going on, right? So, and with the 4 elements on the Magician's desk, we see 4 seasons, right? So each season will bring a huge benefit to you. Like this winter will give you huge benefits. The spring and the summer, I think by the summer it would have come into full cycle for you. But I do see with the Magician that each and every season will be giving you something big with it. That's exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 1. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Selenite as well as Lightening with, of course, leucoses. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards and see what is your advice on your current situation. Okay, so we'll be starting off with your oracle cards. You have the 17th moon mansion with sword. This moon mansion is ruled by Mercury and Pluto in Libra. Let's keep it right there and see what it wants to say. You also have discernment, very interesting. Okay, let's also keep it there. And we have 2 tea leaves. So we'll put one here and one there. You have marriage, okay? And you have victory in some endeavor. Let's find out. Looks like a very exciting reading. You also have the Page of Swords. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Right. You have the Strength card. The Queen of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Cups with the Dream. You have the 8 of Pentacles with Ordinariness. You have the Fool card. You have the 10 of Cups. What a beautiful 10 of Cups. Wonderful. You have the 4 of Cups. That actually says a lot. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. And you have the Queen of Cups. Wow, 2 queens. 3 queens. You have the 3 queens. Only the Queen of Swords is missing. But we do have the Page of Swords. That says a lot. Okay, let's take a closer look at your cards and see what your message is. We did notice that this was the key here. I'm seeing with the 4 of Cups that there is a certain situation in your life in which you feel lack of satisfaction. And maybe other people could feel that you're in a lucky situation. Although it could all look all light and beautiful on the outside, there is so much more that many don't know about with regards to this situation. You have so many hopes and dreams that you wish of how it would work out really on the inside. Maybe it's a situation that looks good on the outside but requires a lot of effort from you and it's tiring you. Or maybe it looks good on the outside but it isn't as satisfying on the inside as you wish it would be. There are so many ways to look at this, but at the end of the day, it is one way when it could be with the 10 of Pentacles in the ultimate and best way that it could be. And so here in this situation, we already see the light and dark in your reading. So we have leukosis here, or lightning, and then we have Skadi, which is represented here as the Page of Swords. And Skadi is the Norse goddess of winter, in fact, of winter and hunting. In fact, it's said that Scandinavia was named after Skadi, where she has the power to, she's the only goddess who has that power to darken the sun, where winter is the only power that can darken the sun. So we can see light here and dark here. And with discerning, in order to get the victory or the wish that you would love to have, in that very same thing that you're lucky to have, although you would wish it would behave in a different way, you must not look at it from the surface, but you're invited to, with the Page of Swords, explore it further with the discernment as well, and go deep into the situation to understand it better. And this way, it'll unleash a lot of truth that you may not have realized before, because we did say Skadi is the goddess of hunting as well. So if you allow yourself to think deeply about a certain situation, which is what leukosis, by the way, invites you to do as well, you will find that you will unveil a lot of truth that is strong enough to completely change the situation and help you start anew in a way that you would prefer. It's the same road, just in the way that you prefer. And that's why you have the Two of Swords here. Two paths, both leading to that great blessing. One that is tiresome, and the other that can be done in a way that is light rather than from your shadow. And this is what leukosis really invites you to do, because in alchemy, leukosis is like, it represents purification of material. And so an alchemist can be confused, because on the outside things look pristine and perfect, well thought through, but it's merely just the beginning. They're being tricked by their own facade of perfection, because this has hardly begun, and there needs to be digging into the darkness within to find the next move, to find what is not going exactly right, in order to change it in the way that one would want it. And the one thing, or the two things that stop from the process of leukosis or going deep, are righteousness and fear. Righteousness is like feeling like, no, I've done this right, I don't need any further feedback. And fear is fearing what's within, and fearing what's to come, and so keeping things as they are. And so this is why righteousness and fear are the great errors of leukosis. We did notice that it was the Queen of Swords that was missing. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Whatever you have now can turn into an amazing blessing, could turn into the dream that you want, that is speaking to your heart. But with the Queen of Swords missing, it shows that what is missing is perhaps better planning, digging deeper, exploring with the Page of Swords, having the innocence of the Fool, of having an open mind to explore and see what could be done better. How can you sculpture it better? What steps could be taken that can make things and that can change things in the way that you want? Because remember, the great error is righteousness, of saying, no, I've already done my best, I've already thought about this. And so the invitation here is to really think about what could be missing since the Queen of Swords is missing. What is missing in this equation that you can do? Although things look wonderful on the outside, what is truly missing on the inside that can brighten things up again for you? I'm seeing a couple of keys. Although this is something you may want to think about here and explore, I am seeing some keys. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing someone who is working, doing about their daily tasks at peace. This is someone who's enjoying what they're doing, perhaps, or taking their time, their sweet time to do it, enjoying the journey rather than looking for the end results. Also, with marriage, it could mean bringing two things together, just like an alchemical process to make something amazing work. I think here we need to explore these two concepts. I'm gonna put them right there, and I'm going to further ask, what is exactly your message? Because again, with the Two Swords is bringing two things together. So what are you advised to bring together? And what is the Eight of Pentacles advising you with here? Actually, we'll need to keep this here. We need the space. Okay. So first of all, what is pile number 2 advised to bring together, please? And with the Eight of Pentacles, what is their exact advice, please? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, 5. Okay. What are the two things? Two of Wands. The 2. I'm seeing it with the skis. To navigate with two things to move forward. Okay. Right. Let's keep it here. I'd like to see Skadi as well. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, is this referring to Skadi's marriages? I think it is. Let me reflect on the cards. And yeah, because Skadi left her first husband amicably and then married the next one, who is the god of winter, Ul, in an environment that she can live in. Okay, let me reflect for a second. Yes, these are not two things. These are saying to move forward in an environment that best suits you. This is the only way that you can change your path into a way that is more enjoyable rather than doing it in a way that feels tiresome. Here, I won't get into a long story. I'll just tell you very quickly. So Skadi was married to the god of ocean. I cannot remember his name. I think Balder. Anyways, the god of the oceans was it was tricky for both of them, because Skadi was used to the winter and the snow, and when she went to live with the god of the ocean, it was wet and cloudy. It wasn't the environment, the bright, shiny environment of the snow that Skadi was used to. So to compromise, they they lived 6 months here and 6 months there until both of them were really dissatisfied and unhappy, and so they divorced amicably. And so then Skadi met Ul, or married Ul, which is the god of winter, and now the environment was pleasant and no one's compromised, and she's living in a manner that is suited for her. So this tells me exactly to learn from Skadi's marriages here, where to move forward. And the more you improve your environment, the more things will be better for you. Like, for example, let's say you talking about day and night and winter and summer. Perhaps you like working more during the day. Make sure that happens. Or your chair is uncomfortable, or you waste time perhaps cooking. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's all about adjusting the circumstances, the ambiance, to make it easy for you to have that patience to do what needs to get done. I think this is really the idea of looking deeper. What is really causing all of this pain, this agony, this dissatisfaction is exactly the key word. What is at the core of this satisfaction? Is it the journey itself? Is it the journey itself? Or is it the way, the manner, now we get it, at which you are going through this journey? And so the more you adjust your environment and the circumstances that make it difficult for you to go through this journey, the better you are going to enjoy it, because it doesn't look to me like you are from the very beginning on the wrong journey at all. You are on the right track. It's just that you are not too happy with how it's working, my dear pile number 2. Let's see your cards here with the 8 of Pentacles, although we kind of understand now what is going on. Let's see. Let's see what it's saying. How about we put them right there? You have, oh, this one first. Okay, so you have the 7 of Swords. We might get more information with these cards. You have the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Devil card, feeling stuck, obviously, is very important here. And the World card. Wow. Okay. So this looks like the Celtic cross here. So I'm gonna put that into consideration. And I kind of feel like the Devil card in this case would be the clarification card. Let's take a look at it this way. What are we seeing? We're seeing that if you apply this advice, the past position here looks like it's very tricky, because here the mermen are so intrigued by the sword. So you're intrigued by your journey, but it's just, if they're not careful, it could cut them, right? So it was painful, but that's why it's tricky with the 7 of Swords. It's what you want, but it's kind of taxing. Yeah, it's kind of taxing one way or the other. And so at the top of mind, you still want to continue this journey peacefully. That's the whole thing. And subconsciously, if you fix, see, with the World card, it's the ambiance. We see the World card holding kind of like the ozone layer, again signifying the environment, the environment, adjusting your environment to make it as comfortable as possible, the circumstances in which you work or do whatever it is that you want, the more it is easy for you to go ahead with that piece that you have in mind. Future position, is that you are free. It's exciting, it's fun, it's liberating. Why did I say liberating? Because the clarification card is with the devil. Perhaps you feel stuck or uncomfortable one way or the other. And that is adjusted by adjusting your environment here. We see that your future is much more energizing, much more fun, much more exciting to do. And that is what you are looking for there. My dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your cards as advice for your current situation. I wish you all the best of luck. Put your attention right there on what would make it easy. That's the golden question. What would make it easy for me? Write it down, make sure you follow that, and you will see that your path will become much, much easier and more comfortable moving forward. My dear pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book could really help you out in so many ways. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading. You won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so maybe that will be a key in helping you out. If you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you, wishing you the best of luck. And I know very soon, as I can see in your future position, it's all going to be fun and games for you. Wishing you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as this beautiful peacock's tail. Let's take a look at how this fits into your reading. We'll first start off with your oracle cards and see what you have. So, we have 2 of these, yes. You have the 20th moon mansion with precipice. Interesting. Of course, this moon mansion is ruled by Jupiter and Mars in Sagittarius. Let's keep that right there. You also have letting go, and this is what your oracle card looks like. You have, let's keep this here. You have whale, great worry over nothing. All right, let's keep it right there. And you have harp, great happiness. You won't believe me that before I even turned this card, I felt a surge of instant happiness, and I was like, where's this from? Cool. So yeah, I really feel that. So let's see how this fits into your reading. But it's obviously very significant because it allowed me to channel that energy even before I turned it over. So let's see how this is fitting into your reading. You have, the Lover's card with Freya. Love that. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Wow, from the Ace to the King, this is significant. Let's keep it up top like that. You have, wow, We Are the World with the 10 of Pentacles. Really cool. Really cool. This is obviously a very important combo right there. You have the 4 of Wands with participation. Okay. You have the Queen of Cups. And it's falling right under Freya. How interesting. You have the Hanged Man. And you have the Death card. I think I better hide the nudity here. New YouTube rules. Hold on. There we go. Such a shame hiding the beautiful art. But anyways, rules are rules. You also have the Four of Pentacles. Right. So let's see what your clear message is here on your advice on your current situation. Are you about to do something, or did you just start something? Let me take a look. Before I get into the advice that is shown here in your reading, since this is a general reading, I'm seeing different layers here to what this situation could be. Now, with the precipice and the Ace of Pentacles, we clearly see that you've started something that brings you a lot of happiness, but you had to let it go early on. And so with the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, this is something that was supposed to take its full cycle. And by the way, sneak peek into the future, it will take its full cycle. But at the moment, there could be some worries that it's ending, because we see the Death card, something that was that you supposedly really love, because this is the goddess Freya, the Norse goddess of love and beauty. So we see a lot of, with the Queen of Cups, loving something so much that pulls at the strings of your heart. In fact, remember the type of happiness I've explained before I even turned this card. So we see that you started something in your life that brought a lot of color into your life. This could be, just like Freya here suggests, it could be a new relationship. It could be you starting a new project that you love. It could even be simply talking about an exciting connection business-wise with your manager, with your business partner, with your colleague. Some sort of relationship, either with you and your project, or you and a loved one, or you and your business partner. Was quickly sacrificed and ended on a sour note. You were expecting so many good things to happen with this new beginning. You had so much hope. You were flying with happiness. And all of a sudden, it ended with a really sour note. And both parties, either you and the project, had to pause. You had to keep to yourself, you and this other partner, whichever person this was. And we see here you're at the stage of feeling like this is gonna be sacrificed, it's gonna end, and what was a beautiful beginning turned very quickly quite sour. Now you're waiting, or you're nearly starting to believe that it is going to end. But like the Whale card here, it's showing us that this is great worry over nothing, because it will move forward and it will succeed in flying colors, as we can see with all of the colors in your reading. Do you see that? Everywhere. It is going to be amazing. You will be celebrating it. There will be an end of a cycle here, an end of the cycle where it's going to go full circle the way that you want it to be. With the 10 of Pentacles, great success, right? Then your advice here to continue this cycle is, as your main card suggests, the alchemical process of the peacock tail here, where that explains having, just like the tail of the peacock, having shifted from a single perspective to a multi-perspective, where we can see all of the different colors, kind of like marketing. And so if this is about your project, then it's not about you having presented something that wasn't successful. Not at all. In fact, we can see that it's going to succeed with flying colors. It's all about proper presentation and proper marketing of your project. And so your current advice to your situation would be to continue on your path. It is not over, but this time it's presenting it to the world in a way that would speak to them, in a way that would catch their heart. And you know, the peacock opens up their tail very slowly, in a way that makes us skip a heartbeat almost. It's slow, it knows what it's showing, and the more it unveils it, the more we gasp. And so this is about taking the process slowly, let it take its course, because with every stage there is a gasp. There is, oh my God, I didn't know I needed this in my life. This is amazing. And so here, if this is a business, I'll shift to all the other examples. If this is a business or your project or something that you've started, it's all about presenting it in the best way that would attract the eye of the people watching your service or your product. If this is some sort of partnership, whether it's love or business, then here it's not looking at the situation from the ego, just like from one perspective, knowing that people have multi-perspective. It's not black and white. And to understand that when it's going wrong, we've seen the shadow side, and that there's more to connect with and communicate, and to know that each person has a multi-layer, the light and the shadow and every color in between, and to enjoy everything that comes with it. The shadow, the dark side, is where you need to communicate. The colors are the different aspects that you're going to enjoy with regards to this person, and the light are the benefits that you're going to take from this person. I will pick up your cards and take specific advice on how to go about that. Like, what do you need to do exactly? Do you need to talk to them first? Do you need to wait? I'll try to get more cards to perhaps help you with the situation that seems like there's letting go or there's ending. But other than that, the main advice from up top is to realize that it's not over. Second of all, that people have multi-facets to them. And it doesn't mean that you should label them as good or bad, but to understand the different sides of them and to learn bit by bit to deal with the situation. Now, the golden question here becomes, what do you do? See, black and white, exactly. It's not black and white. It's not like, should I stay or should I go? Or should I deal with this person or not? Should I like them or dislike them? It's about learning the different facets of them. Right, so I'm going to pick up your tarot cards. Let's pick up the Osho Zen for this one. And let's explore what your reading is trying to tell you in terms of what to do exactly with this person. What is your advice on what to do with this person, or with this project, whatever it is? Queen of Pentacles. Ah, interesting. So I'm going to read it first in terms of person, whoever this person is, and then read it in terms of the project. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so pile number 3, you have the 4 of Pentacles with the Miser. Right off the bat, with the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups showing up again, I'm really seeing the advice of, for the moment, Queen of Pentacles is independent. All reliable on herself, is happy on her own. And so with the Four of Pentacles and the Miser, this situation is calling for you to stay away, to wait for now. Okay? If this is talking about a certain person. For now, you're being advised to wait. You have the Three of Wands with experiencing. The Three of Swords with isolation. Yes, I'm telling you, although it may not feel all that nice now, there is an advice of waiting now. Okay. And so it's about understanding for the future that there are multifacets to think about their shadow and how to later deal with it, but not jumping on it, to wait. Wait. And you have the Two of Pentacles. Take it step by step. Things will reveal themselves as you go, step by step. Whatever happens, you'll be able to analyze the situation better and make your next move. So that's exactly what I see in terms of communication with this person. This is to keep in mind for the future. You do not worry, because it says great worry over nothing. Don't worry. It's going to adjust itself by itself in due time. Okay? Now, if this is your business, however, or a project or something that you've just started, that you were so excited about, what are you advised to do exactly? The Queen of Pentacles certainly, just like the Peacock, shows, in fact, it has all the rainbows in the hands, the chakras and the rainbow colors. Show your colors, show who you are, show your aura. Present yourself in the best way, or present your service in the best way that people can see and love. Yeah. Because with the wall here, it shows that you have so many you have so many jewels and advantages to you that people can really use. But there's a wall. They can't see it. And so it clearly shows, present these beautiful colors, these multifacets to you. The jewels that you have to present, make it clear for everyone to see in a way that they would love. So think about what do they need? What is speaking to their hearts? And from that place, present it to them. Here, I see the idea of taking it also moment to moment, step by step. Every step you take will give you experience on how to melt that ice or that block between you and the end result that you want. Every step that you take will give you experience, will make you understand how it works, how to present things better, how to create that success that is speaking to your heart, because it will happen. That ice will melt off and you will get your wish coming true. Because I remember we saw the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, there we go. It is going to happen, but it's a journey and you are not sacrificed. This is not the truth at all, and it's not gonna be taken from you. It's just the journey and it's about learning the multifacets of the journey, just like a person, the good, the bad, and the beautiful, and everything that comes in between, because you'll experience much more richness as you go through this journey than what you're expecting it. It's not black and white. There's so much richness in between that after all said and done, you'd say the best thing about this was learning and seeing all of these amazing things that I saw. So take it step by step, my dear pile number 3. Experience everything, rectify as you go, and you will soon see that block of ice is going to melt, will no longer be there, and you will achieve exactly what you wanted. That surge of happiness that you got from the very beginning when you started will always be yours. Let it take its shape and form. My last word to you that I see in your cards, there is great worry over nothing. It's all going to be great. What is sour now is only meant to give you feedback and clear the way. So my dear pile number 3, that was your reading in terms of your advice for your current situation. I hope you've received your message, and if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. Wishing you all the best of luck, and know that you are about to receive your great wish soon. It's all gonna come in full circle. Take it step by step, my dear pile number 3, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the green Aventurine as well as the oil of Vitriol. Let's keep your main card here and take a look at the rest of your cards, starting off with your oracle cards to find out exactly what your advice is on your current situation. So, yes, that makes a lot of sense. So you have the 21st moon mansion with dual. You see that this moon mansion is ruled by Mars and the sun in Sagittarius. Big energy here. Okay. You also have... So you also have honoring your energy. So interesting that we see a lot of energy here. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at your tea leaves before we open up your tarot cards. So you have pale, time to get out of a situation. Let's keep it there. Sorry. And you have claw, be careful, do not take risks. This makes absolute sense together. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 7 of Pentacles. Let's keep it there. You have the Knight of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles with Adventure. You have the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, you have the 7 of Swords. This is a tough situation on you for sure. And ending your reading is the Judgment card. So I see that you are in a situation that is very stressful, perhaps making you feel a lot of anger, and that's why you have honor your energy here. It says, be careful, do not take risks, and it's time to get out of a situation. So you're currently in a situation that is causing a lot of internal struggle, perhaps a lot of internal anger, a lot of internal anxiety. And you're being asked to take it easy. Now, that probably invigorates you even more. Let me explain what your advice exactly is, because with the 7 of Swords, this is a tricky situation, and I totally understand how you feel about this. Something is aggravating you, something is making you feel bitter or angry, and it's not easy to hear the idea of being careful and calming down at all, in fact. And I kind of feel your anger here, or your frustration. We have a lion about to devour something. And that's the whole point of your reading here with the vitriol. You know, vitriol is green. It's sulfuric acid. And it is used to purify matter. So alchemically, if you Google the green lion devouring the sun, this is a very significant image that is repeated in alchemical images, in fact. And it talks about a purification process. You know how liquid sulfur, like explained it, vitriol, it's called vitriol, purifies matter and leaves behind the gold within the matter. And so metaphorically, in the alchemical, what the alchemical images are trying to show, that a person's consciousness is overwhelmed by frustration of certain desires, like frustrated desires, right? And is so overwhelmed by them that they're compelled to act out, but in a way that could be destructive. And that's what we see here with be careful. This image, or this symbol of the green lion devouring the sun, shows us the idea of letting this alchemical process happen, to allow this energy to devour, or allow it to eat our consciousness, or allow it to eat at us, in order to purify us, to become spiritually golden. Now, this does not want to say that the advice is not about eating up yourself, but it's about taking it slow and seeing what this process is trying to tell you, rather than taking action and regretting it later. The Seven of Pentacles, taking it slow, seeing what the message is. Again, with the Four of Pentacles, holding off and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, to grow. What is it teaching? What is it teaching you? Because just like this alchemical process of vitriol, you'll find that if you sit with it, you'll find the golden lesson within of how to wisely act within the situation. Allow it to eat you up without taking action, and take it slow. What is the message here trying to tell you? What is this incident teaching you there? And that's the tricky energy in this situation. And that's in fact what we see in your reading with the Seven of Pentacles, depicting Ereshkigal, the Sumerian goddess of death and the underworld. We see the combination of Seven of Pentacles and death in the same card here, where you are advised to go to let the situation metaphorically kill you, because it's killing something important here. Is it killing some sort of naivety? Is it killing some sort of a trigger that constantly comes up that you may want to think of in a different way? Is it killing an old understanding? And that you will know by going within with the underworld, going down to the deep places, to the root, and seeing what you may not be seeing. Because if you don't sit with it, you will never find out what is the golden lesson that may be, in fact, the death of the old you and the birth of a new you that knows how to deal with the situation in a totally different manner. Seeing here with Adventure and the Page of Pentacles that you will start taking a different new route, this time full of light, you knowing how to get out of a situation, or how to get out of a situation in a way that is favorable for you, and not in a way that you may regret later. This alchemical journey, what is going on in your life at the moment, is an alchemical journey that is meant to give you something far bigger than what you are perhaps angry or worried about now. Because as you come out of it, not only will you deal with the situation at hand powerfully, but also you will become stronger and more powerful to deal with things later. So you're going through this cleansing, just like the vitriol, the cleansing and reconstruction phase of your life at the moment, and you are advised to sit with it. With the Two of Swords, you could be confused at the moment. You really don't know what to do. And the reading here today is not giving you the solution, the key of what to do. It's guiding you, just like the right teacher, a right alchemical teacher. It's not meant to give you the key, but is meant to guide you to find the key for yourself, because no one, no matter what an expert or a guru or a Buddha is, can ever hand you the key. It is only when you find the key for yourself that you'll be able to unlock the doors with this master key 1,000 times. Just like the idea of, don't give me a fish, but teach me how to fish. This way, you'll be able to feed yourself forever. And here within this situation that you are at the moment, you're learning something grander than this small situation if you look in retrospect, my dear pile number 4. And that's why you have the 9 of Pentacles in your reading, showing that not only are you going to achieve what you want, 9 of Pentacles is a card a lot of the times talking about materializing what you want. And so it symbolizes both inner and outer wealth, showing that the situation is giving you so much more internally, but will also give you what you want externally. So depending on what the situation is, this means that you'll end up with a wealth of finances, property, talents, feelings, friends, happiness, whatever it is that you are looking for, that alchemical desire that is fueling up this anger one way or the other. And it also means that you'll realize that this wealth didn't come to you all of a sudden. You'll realize that this wealth was always there all along. And this is your exact message, my dear pile number 4, on your advice on what to do on your current situation. Give it time, sit with it, although it could be very uncomfortable, it could be very scary, it could feel really bad. But this time is to think, is to sit with it mindfully, to go deep and ask, what is it teaching me? What am I misunderstanding? What am I doing wrong? How can I do this better? And to analyze the situation by going deep within. Only then, my dear pile number 4, without acting out on it, will you find the true wisdom deep within. And you will see that your situation will not just change inside, but it will also change without. And this is your exact message, my dear pile number 4. This was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 4. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, that was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.